now would be a great time to do an updated luxury wish list video with you all because I've recently gotten some amazing pieces that I've added to my wardrobe, and overall I'm feeling very content and just like very happy with what I have. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to continue to shop and all of that, but right now, other than a couple of things, there's not too much that's really caught my eye. There's not too much that I really want to go after. And so I figured I would just let you know what the things are. And you all know when I do wish list videos, my wish list, they are for years. They are not just for next year. And I am so jealous of the people that on YouTube, they make a wish list video and then they go and get at least half the things on it within the next year. Sadly, that is not my reality. But if I were able to get, just one or two of these items over the next few years, I would be very happy. So I don't think I'm gonna get everything on this list by any stretch of the imagination. And we're playing the long game, right? So these are things I think I'll want now, and I think I'll probably still want 5-10 years down the road. Hopefully it won't take that long, but we'll see. Up first on the list is something that I would love to get to match my new Hermes Kelly 25 in the color Etoupe. And that would be a matching, very small Etoupe wallet from Hermes. Now they've got lots of different styles of smaller wallets, and so there's a lot that I can choose from, and truthfully, I've never really tried on too many wallets, so I would need to go really take a look at them in person. But they've got everything from card holders to true compact wallets, and I would really like to have something to match my Kelly, so I would love to add one of these to my wish list. It would obviously need to also be in gold hardware, so that way it's like a perfect match that would make me very happy. But TBD if I'll actually be able to even get my hands on one of these, so who knows when I'll add one of these. Now the second item on the list is a lot more general in terms of which one, what the specs are. I really don't know which one exactly it is that I want, but I would love to add a pair of tall black leather boots to my collection. Shockingly, it's something I really don't have. I've always been a lot of a booties girl, like an ankle boots girl instead of a tall boot girl. I think I've only got one pair of luxury tall boots. They're Manolo Blahniks. I got them at a sample sale. I skipped work. This was back when I was working in New York. So I have those, but they're gray suede. They only match so many things. So I would really love to get a pair of tall black leather boots to really elongate my legs and be able to just add, a little something to a lot of my outfits. I'm always wearing flats, sneakers, things like that, or even just a low heel. But a tall, classy, sleek and chic black leather boot, I think would be amazing. And if any of you all have any suggestions on ones that you really like, let me know down in the comments below because I'm totally open to suggestions. Next, we're gonna talk about a few different jewelry pieces that I am really into. And a lot of these, you all have either heard me talk about or you've watched me try them on, and I've not really pulled the trigger, and I don't know why. I think there's this mental thing that a lot of us have. I think a lot of people are willing to spend a lot of money on handbags and shoes, but when it comes to spending the exact same amount of money on ready to wear or jewelry, it feels like a really big purchase, even though arguably out of all of the categories, jewelry is kind of the safest place to put your money. So I definitely fall in that category. For a long time, jewelry and ready to wear, things that were really expensive, felt very scary to me, even though they were oftentimes much cheaper than the bags I've been buying. So I've gotten over the ready to wear hump, clearly, and now I think I'm ready to tackle the jewelry hump. And there's a few pieces that I think are really beautiful, and I'd really like to get them to kind of just dress up some of my outfits. You all know I'm very understated, very plain Jane, and sometimes I just want to look a little bit more fabulous. So there are a few different things, starting out with from Bulgari. I've talked about them before. I would love to get either a serpenti bracelet and or a matching ring. Ideally, I'd love both, but that's a lot of money, so they're definitely not going to come at the same time. Now, obviously, there are lots of different variations of serpentis. They've got white gold, they've got yellow gold, they've even got rose gold, but you all know I'm not a rose gold girl, so I'm not going to go rose gold. They've got, solid metal. They've got ones with diamonds, some with little diamonds, some with a lot diamonds. They've got ones that wrap once around the wrist or the finger. They've got ones with multiple wraps around. And I say the price increases as you go up. If I'm honest, out of all of the jewelry on this list, the serpenti I think is the thing I really want the most. And the ones without diamonds are obviously a much better price point, less than $10,000. I would say the ones with diamonds, they're a lot pricier, but part of me is long term, is it maybe better to really invest in the diamond version, because like me 10 years from now, I hope I'm at a stage in life where there are a lot more diamonds in my life, maybe. So I don't know, it's really hard to decide which one it is, you know, that I want and when I'm ready to pull the trigger, but at some point I really would love to be able to get some Serpenti jewelry. Next up, I would actually love to add some pieces to my very small collection of Coco Crush jewelry. Now, obviously I've got 2 Coco Crush rings. I've got yellow gold and then I've got white gold, and they're just the plain ones. You know, they are not fancy, nothing like that. But they have a few different pairs of hoop earrings, and you all know I love hoops. So they've got a smaller version that kind of like cuffs just around the ear. Then they've also got a bigger version that's, you know, like more of a true hoop. I've tried them on. They're stunning. I mean, they are just absolutely beautiful. But again, they're not inexpensive. And so they're a really big purchase. The other thing about nice earrings is that they're much more fiddly to get on and off. Like the backs are different, and so they're way more secure, which is great. Like if you're gonna spend that much money on earrings, you wanna make sure they don't like fall and like you don't lose an earring or just lose the back. So I get it why they're much more secure, but they're very hard to do with nails. So that is a consideration. Like maybe I would prioritize some of the other jewelry on this list first while I'm in my long nail era. Because let's be honest, I'm probably not gonna be in this era for my whole life. So we'll see. Would love to get some of the hoops. And then also they do have like this beautiful bangle bracelet. I would love honestly just the plain one. I think would be absolutely beautiful and obviously much more economical than the ones with diamonds. And I mean, I wouldn't be mad at like adding some rings to that collection. So there's that too, obviously. Again, just like Serpenti, they've got lots of different versions, different thicknesses, diamonds with, without, all of that. I just love the Coco Crush line. Ever since I've gotten these rings, I wear them almost every day. So they've been a great investment in for me, and I would love to add more pieces. Another piece of jewelry that I would love to add would be a Cartier Just Un Clou bracelet. Now, I know, a lot of people already have these bracelets, but I love the Just Un Clou. I think it's really cool looking. It's different, it's a little bit edgy, and I like that they've got a thin version, because some of the thicker ones, I think they're just like a bit too much for my frame and for my wrists. I've got like pretty, you know, small wrists, and so I think those ones are too big, but I think just like the thin version, maybe with diamonds, maybe without, would be lovely. So it's something that I would love to add. I've also tried on Just Un Clou rings, and I think the trouble is that like I got kind of big hands, like my hands are kind of sausagey. And so with the nail, obviously like as the portion of the Just Un Clou with like the true nail head, I think that like over time those wouldn't be so comfortable. Aesthetically, I love the rings, I would love to add them, but I think functionally with my little sausage fingers, I don't think those would work so well. And the last piece of jewelry that I would love to add would be another ring that I do think would work very well on me, and that would be a Cartier Panther ring. Now remember, this is a long-term wish list. So again, I am not gonna get all these pieces anytime soon. These are gonna be over years and years and years. But the Panther line, I mean, it is stunning. I mean, the necklaces are stunning, the bracelets are stunning. But because, you know, there are a lot of other bracelets that I want first, and not so many rings, I was thinking from the Panther line, I would love just like a ring. They also have some really fun rings that I think they're okay to do like in a chunkier size, because the Panther line, it's like pretty noticeable. Like it's pretty in your face. It's not laid back. It's not under the radar. It's in your face. And I think in a ring for me, that would be super cute. Makes a lot of sense. I think for me, like a big old Panther necklace or bracelet probably wouldn't look so right on me. So that is the final piece of jewelry that I would love to get. And again, they've got so many different variations. They've got ones with additional gemstones, whether it's like the panther eyes or the spots or whatever. They've got this one with all like pave crystals around it. So there are lots of different versions here that I think are really stunning. And finally, we are on to the handbag section of the video. Y'all knew there were gonna be handbags. Now, I don't have any Hermes bags on this list. I'm gonna do a separate video talking about all of the like true Hermes bags that I would like, because there's enough of them that they get their own video. But overall, I feel like very solid in my handbag collection. So the ones that I'm gonna talk about, these aren't things that I'm like actively seeking or going out to get anytime soon. But you know, if the mood so strikes, if I get a little raise or a little bonus or something like that, these are some bags that I would really like to add to my collection, other than the first one. The first one is something that I really need, and it's something we've talked about on this channel before. I need a new big like work/travel kind of tote bag situation. I've been trying a bunch on. I've still not found the one that makes the most sense to me. So this is something I'm still trying to figure out. If you all have any suggestions for a great work bag, travel bag, please put it down in the comments below. I just don't want anything too branded. I'm okay with like one logo, you know, here around this size, but I don't want something that's like fully covered in logos. That I think is just a little bit much for my personal taste. But I just still need this like work travel bag, and I get reminded of it every time I go on a trip, and I have to either take my busted up Saint Laurent East West shopping tote, or I have taken my Bottega Veneta Andiamo, which is on the floor here since I recently just filmed another video where I mentioned that bag. I have taken that too, and it's great. It just doesn't fit a lot. So that's kind of the problem. And it's also not super secure. I've got to make sure it stays upright because if it falls over, a lot of stuff can fall out. So it's not a great work travel bag, but I have taken it, you know, on trips and stuff like that. So I would love one of those. And then there's a bag that I tried on when I was in Singapore. It was not included in any of my vlogs, and it's a Celine bag. And even though I did show you Celine, I didn't show you this bag because I actually tried it on a different day. So it just like didn't match. But it is this pink lizard Celine Claude shoulder bag. She is so cute. She is so feminine. I love that this one has a gold chain version. I've talked to you all about how much I love my Celine Claude shoulder bag with the leather strap, and so I would really like to get one in a chain version. And I say chain is slightly more dressed up. And so this pink lizard one is so cute. Again, I'm not in any hurry, like there's no need for me to get a pink lizard bag, but she's just so like dainty and fun and like feminine, like girly pop, like just, I don't know. She just is speaking to me, and who knows, maybe it will pass. Maybe in a year or two after I'm out of my pink era, maybe I won't want it anymore. But for now, I just think it's such a beautiful bag. And again, for like an exotic that's like less than $10,000, in terms of exotics, I do think that that is a good price. And we know that Celine's good quality, so this just seems like a really solid bag to get. Now, another bag that I would love to get, and you are gonna laugh, is based on the fact that I love my Bottega Veneta medium Andiamo bag so much. I adore this bag. I've talked about it so much. Y'all are probably sick of me talking about it, and I'm so sorry, but that has been a great bag. So I would love to get another version of an Andiamo, but I'd like to get something a little special. So I would either like a mini Andiamo, an East-West style, or even the clutch style. I've tried them all on. I really liked all of them for different reasons. Part of me is kind of leaning towards the clutch version because it's very different than most things I have in my collection. And I remember thinking originally when I saw the Andiamo clutch came out, I didn't think it would work for me because I thought it was too long, kind of like a Kelly cut. Like I always thought that those were just like too long for my frame. But I've tried them on and I think it actually looked quite good on me. And my friend that I was with and I tried it on also thought it looked good. So maybe some type of special, you know, Andiamo clutch. I know they've got some exotics. They've got beautiful ostrich, and ostrich is obviously much more affordable in terms of price point. Like I'm not getting any type of like croc bag. That is not a world I live in, at least not yet, maybe one day. But the ostrich ones are less than 10,000. And also I really like the look of ostrich. Before I even like knew the prices of different types of exotic skins, ostrich actually was always my favorite exotic skin in terms of like aesthetic. So let's see if I can get my hands on some type of special Andiamo at some point in time. And finally, the last item on my wish list is a bag that I feel like you all have seen me have this internal debate on for years because you all have seen me try it on. You've seen me talk about why I didn't buy it, and then you see me try it on again, and then I really like it. And I think what it boils down to is I really like this bag. I really like it, and I originally thought I shouldn't get it because the strap was too long, but I have found versions where the strap is not too long, and it is the Louis Vuitton mini Capucines bag. Now granted, I could also be open to like the BB size because like now I'm embracing slightly larger bags. So either the mini or the BB Capucines, when it's like a special edition that has a slightly shorter strap. I showed you one in Singapore where it's got like the beautiful candy colored chain link strap. That one was shorter. I've seen some other ones that they also have a shorter strap. The regular strap length, it's too long. Just does not look great on me. But I also think one thing I've realized about the Capucines is that it's not really meant to be worn with a strap. It really is meant to be a top handle bag. And that is how it looks best. And I've also been realizing I wear a lot of my top handle bags as a top handle. Like I very rarely use the strap on them, just like if I need to because I'm, you know, bending over to pick something up or I've got a lot of stuff in my hands. But in that scenario, I mean, I'd be okay with a capucines where the strap is a little bit longer because I really do like the shape of the bag. It is some type of shape that's like tried and true in terms of what works for me. I think it's really cute. It always comes in lots of different variations, lots of different leathers and colors. So I'd like to get like some type of special one. Not special, like it doesn't have to be like any type of fancy material, although they do have some great exotics. I've told you all how much I love the ostrich ones. They've even got like this white one that's got like a python, just like top handle, which I think is really cute. Granted, python does, like the scales can lift, so that can be a bit problematic, but I don't know. I just know that I would really like a Louis Vuitton capucines at some point. We'll see when it happens. But I hope you all enjoyed talking through my wish list. Let me know what you think of the items I talked about down in the comments below. If there are any of these that you have that you love or hate, let me know. Is there something I'm like not considering? Let me know down in the comments below. And thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would really love it if you could just give this video a little like. So a thumbs up down the corner below. And if you haven't already, what are you doing? You need to subscribe to my channel so that way you can get all my latest content about all things shopping delivered straight to you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Lily and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye everyone.